Nom 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 nom.
Looks like they don't need the sugar smugglers anymore. They've got each other.
And to think, none of this would have happened if I'd never made fun of you.
Thanks, Kelsey. Thanks, Kelsey!
Paco! Ci faccio culo! Unde te-ai băgat?
What a crazy cat you got. Go! Nothing?
Put her in the golf cart. Put her in the golf cart. Put her in the golf cart. Come on. Get in the golf cart. Okay, mommy coming. I'm coming.
Just outside on our porch. He ate our graham crackers. Uh-oh. Whoa! Okay.
Get him. Oh! That just happened.
Allie just loves this game, and we just love that table. It takes so long to set up.
Is it bothering you? Why don't you move? Journey, are you happy?
Get that baby, get that baby, get that baby, boo. Get that baby, get that baby, get that baby, boo.
Go get the bears. Go get the bears.
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which is called Pablo the Painter Pup. In the vibrant heart of Oaxaca, Mexico, where the streets are paved with colors and every corner smells like tacos and tamales, there lived an unusually talented dog named Pablo. Pablo wasn't just any dog, he was an artist, a true connoisseur of color, a maestro of the brush, and a firm believer that tail wagging should accompany every stroke of creativity. Pablo was a small, scruffy mutt with one ear that stood up and one that flopped down like a quesadilla left too long on the griddle. He had big brown eyes that sparkled with mischief and genius, or at least that's what his owner, Senora Lupita, liked to say. Senora Lupita was a retired art teacher who spent her golden years painting cactus portraits and dancing to mariachi music in her kitchen. She had found Pablo as a puppy, sitting in a box labeled gratis, pero raro, free, but weird. She took him home because, according to her, we weirdos must stick together. One lazy afternoon, as Lupita painted in her sunlit courtyard, Pablo watched with great interest. His tail wagged every time she dipped her brush in blue, and he barked every time she accidentally dropped a paint tube. Then came the moment of destiny. Lupita went inside to answer the phone, and Pablo saw his chance. With the stealth of a taco thief, Pablo pounced onto the bench, knocked over the paint palette, and, using his paws, tail, and snout, began creating a masterpiece. When Lupita returned, she gasped, not out of anger, but out of sheer disbelief. On the canvas was a chaotic but oddly compelling mix of swirls, paw prints, and smudges that looked strangely like the Virgin de Guadalupe riding a bicycle. "Pablo," she exclaimed, "you're a genius, or very messy, or both." She named his first piece Divine Commute. That was the beginning of Pablo's rise in the Mexican art world. Soon word got out. The Pintor Perro, the painting dog, was the talk of the town. Tourists came from all over to see Pablo in action. He became a local celebrity. He had his own Instagram account, at Pablo Proarte, wore a tiny beret when he painted, and only drank water out of the hand-painted Talavera bowl. He even had artistic phases. His bone period featured abstract shapes of bones and chew toys in bold reds and oranges. His tailspin era included large canvases created by spinning in circles on a lazy Susan. Then came his existential howl series, which confused critics but sold for thousands of pesos. Despite the fame, Pablo remained humble. He still helped Lupita chase pigeons from her garden, napped in sunbeams, and never let the fame get to his furry head. He was a dog of the people. One day, however, tragedy struck. At an art fair in Mexico City, Pablo was scheduled to perform a live painting in front of a crowd. But when the curtain was lifted, he froze. Stage fright. He looked at the sea of faces, cameras, and flashing lights, and then he did what any sensible artist would do. He peed on the canvas and ran off. Pablo disappeared for 2 whole days. Lupita was heartbroken. She searched everywhere, parks, taco stands, even a modern art museum, just in case he decided to self-exhibit. No sign of Pablo. Then, on the 3rd morning, she heard scratching at the door. There he was, covered in glitter, stickers, and smelling faintly of corn. It turned out he'd been taken in by a group of street performers, clowns, mimes, and one very philosophical accordionist named Diego. They had welcomed Pablo into their troupe, believing he was a misunderstood soul on an artistic pilgrimage. Pablo had danced, painted on cardboard signs, and barked rhythmically to accordion solos. But in the end, he missed home. He missed Lupita, the sound of her humming Frida Kahlo documentaries, and the smell of fresh mole. Back at home, Lupita hugged him so tightly that his ears straightened out temporarily. "Mi pequeño Picasso," she whispered. "Never run away again." Pablo gave a dramatic bark, as if to say, "Only for artistic emergencies." After that, things calmed down. Pablo returned to painting, but with less pressure. He refused to do public shows, saying through expressive tail wags that art is for the soul, not for the stage. Instead, Lupita started a small gallery in her courtyard called El Patio del Perro Pintor. Tourists could come by, sip hibiscus tea, and buy prints of Pablo's greatest works, including his critically acclaimed Taco Dreamscape and the minimalist yet profound Stick Interrupted. Pablo even began teaching. Well, sort of. Lupita held art classes where Pablo would assist by stepping on palettes, licking brushes, or simply offering moral support by napping nearby. His mere presence, it seemed, inspired creativity. Years passed, and Pablo aged gracefully. He got a few gray whiskers, arthritis in one paw, and a tendency to fall asleep mid-paint. But he never lost his spirit. His final masterpiece, painted with Lupita by his side, was a giant mural on the wall of their courtyard. It was a colorful tribute to the joys of art, food, naps, and love. It featured sunflowers, tacos, dancing skeletons, and a self-portrait of Pablo wearing his signature beret and a Mona Lisa smile. They titled it El Corazón del Perro, the heart of the dog. To this day, visitors from all over the world come to see it. And if you're lucky, you might hear Lupita say, with a twinkle in her eye and a brush in her hand, "He was more than a dog. He was my muse." If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.